Good afternoon, students. Let us continue with Thomas Gray's elegy written in a country churchyard. In yesterday's class, I had explained the first few stanzas. I had also given you a short biographical sketch of the poet Thomas Gray and also mentioned some of his major works, the names of some of his major works. Now let us continue as we saw how Gray is sitting alone and he is meditating on the poor forefathers who are now dead and they are lying dead, buried in the country churchyard. Now let us again start reading. The boast of heraldry, the pomp of power, and all that beauty, all that wealth e'er gave, awaits alike the inevitable hour. The paths of glory lead but to the grave. So here in this line, in these lines, as you see that the speaker is saying that nothing can bring the dead back to life, and all the advantages, everything that the wealthy people enjoyed during their lifetimes will be lost. So the boast of heraldry means kind of good ancestry, ancient ancestry. So if one is proud about one's family name, that one feels that I come from an ancient family, a very well-known and famous family. The pomp of power, pomp, of course, the grandeur of power. Power inevitably brings with it some kind of grandeur that is associated with it, and all that beauty. So if one has beauty, all that wealth e'er gave, all that wealth. If one is extremely rich, one has all the wealth in the world, awaits alike the inevitable hour. So the poet is saying that even if you come from a rich, wealthy family, an ancient family with a lot of good name behind you, it is no use. Everything is useless in the face of death. Neither elaborate monuments, nothing can restore one to life. So you will have to wait for the inevitable hour of death. So the paths of glory lead but to the grave. So however glorious you might have been, however famous you might have been, after your death, people will tend to forget you. People will not remember you. So the paths of glory lead only to the grave. Nor you, ye proud, impute to these the fault, if memory over their tomb no trophies raise, where through the long-drawn aisle and freighted vault, the pealing anthem swells the note of praise. So here the speaker or the poet, he is saying that it is of no use. However, the speaker says that he challenges the reader not to look down on the poor for having modest, simple graves. He suggests, moreover, that the elaborate memorials that adorn the graves of the proud are somehow excessive. So, in this context, the word fretted in line number 39 has a double meaning. On the one hand, it can refer to the design on a cathedral ceiling. On the other hand, it can suggest that there is something fretful or troublesome about the extravagant memorials of the wealthy. So, proud people, proud means proud people. You should not impute to these the fault, you should not attribute to them the fault if memory over their tomb no trophies raise. So, their tombs, their graves are bare. There are no trophies over their graves. Memory meaning the people who are lying buried, they have not been remembered by memorials, by trophies, which have not been erected over their graves, were through the long drawn aisle and fretted vault. So, what generally happens for the rich people when they die, they are buried in magnificent vaults, in vaults which are sort of designed, fretted, and one has to pass through these long drawn aisles. Aisles means sort of, narrow space. The pealing anthem, the sound of the bells swells the note of praise. So, they are remembered by posterity. They are remembered by the ringing of bells. So, it sort of glorifies them. It sort of, as you know, it gives us the opportunity to be reminded when the bells are rung in their memory.